All right, welcome dirt fans. We're live tonight here at Eldora. That's right, Tony Stewart's home here, Eldora Speedway. We're going to do some dirt racing. We're back at it again here at OSR Network, bringing this thing live. Got some good weather under the lights, and this is for the VLR Midnight Madness series here, brought to you tonight at Eldora with the 360 wing sprints. I have to make sure I say the wing. There's a lot of guys out there get offended when I say 360 sprint cars. I don't know why, but either way. But as always, I'm Joe White up here in the booth. Got Davis Richards up here. Davis, how you doing?
Hey Joe, I'm doing really good. Glad to be back up here in the booth. It's been, what, a couple hours since we last commentated something together, so needed my fix for some OSR Network. But hey, these boys out here in these 360 wing sprint cars, they're going to put a show. We got some big names out here tonight, and these fans better hold on tight and better pay attention because these boys are going to be rough and tough.
Man, yeah, you know, 30 laps here. We'll go by quick. We found that out earlier. It just blew by us here. We were sitting there, got caught up on the action so much. Next thing we know, boom, race over.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, you know. The previous races, a lot of good racing there too. And like you said, before we knew it, race was over. We're like, oh, hey, we got a winner here. Checker flag's flown.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like, bam. Yeah, I mean, it's just awesome to see. Right now, Pittman. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Howard Weaver is the fault of some of these last names out here that you're about to see. And I'm not even going to probably try some of them. But Pittman is up top. Turd Flinger is sitting there, and Earwood. So, hope he doesn't fling any turds in the pit or somebody's ear, and we'll be fine.
Man, that's too funny. Blake's just got too much, or I'm sorry, Howard's got too much rain, or should I, better yet, say Austin Silliman's got too much free time on his hands. He'll know what I'm saying on that one. We got a bunch of different names out here, but right now we got Darren Pittman sitting on top of practice with a 14.259, and then Blake Turdslinger with a 14.272.
Yeah, that's just funny. I mean, that's wild. I don't know how to pronounce the one that's sitting in Ford. Lutz Wagner, whatever. I don't even know, folks.
I'm gonna go with a Sorosi Luschwager.
Luschwager, yeah, there we go. Zeezy and Fia Stewart, Madison, Saldanha, Juggleston and Steele and Madison. So I'm only seeing the last name, I won't see the first, so that's probably what I'll just end up doing is I'll hit up on the first names when we get into the race here and get going. The qualifying is up, folks. About to put these boys, man, out here, and they got about 5 minutes, or well, they got 5 laps, 5 minutes worth of qualifying, whichever one they can do. Well, let's see which one of these wild guys out here with the wild names is able to put down a bad fast time here at Eldora. Slide job comes to mind, Davis, when we see these guys out here, and when we talk about Eldora, you got to high line and then make it that low line to where you can slide up in front of the guy.
Oh yeah, and I think we're gonna see a lot of the slide job here tonight. They're gonna be going every which way, especially with Eldora. You can use the top and you can use the bottom lane, but I think once that track really starts to slicken off, we're going to see more and more drivers start to use that inside lane and start to get that left front tire right to the edge of that inside wall. But as we've seen earlier tonight, that could be deadly as well.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. I don't know if his name's pronounced psoriasis or cirrhosis or SA. Maybe we should just call him SL. I have no clue how to even try that name. We were talking about Chinese guys getting iracing earlier. Maybe there we go. That's our $1 million plan that we were talking about.
Man, someone must have heard us and already put it into action. But yeah, Sorosi, I'm going to go with Sorosi Luschwager sitting in second with a 14.379, and then Donnie with a 13.369. I'm not going to be able to keep a straight face this entire broadcast, Joe.
Yeah, so either way, right now Donnie's putting it on top. And like I say, we got Sorosi there in second, Blake's in third. And so was that David put it up there? He throwing some gravel around. And then Rocky says, well, he tried to put a left hook. He puts it up in a second.
Yeah, I got some Rocky Road ice cream up there in second with a 14.356. And like you said, David Gravel, wow, with a 14.255. That's an entire 10th faster than second place.
Absolutely. And I like what the one guy said out there in the chat. Fear the turd. Well, only if he lays a few of them on the track, they might. We could turn this place into a bull ring instead of a dirt ring.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to get that going. But David Gravel still holding the pole with that 14.255. Trying to look here, I think everyone has completed a qualifying lap. That's not to say that these times are official quite yet, because some of these drivers might have went 1 or 2 laps, thought they knew to make a setup change and go for their other 2 laps.
Yeah, and you know, David up there, he had a pretty good time, 14.252. It's almost that's like over not quite a 10th, but right about a 10th faster than Dylan Sharpman right there in the second place spot, who just made a time and knocked Rocky down to third. So there you go.
Yeah, he did. But we got Rocky Roads at 14.356 and Dylan Sherman 14.344. And looks like Lewis Blewett, he just ran at 14.465, and I think that's going to be his last qualifying lap of the night.
All right. Well, folks, your eyes aren't bad and your eyes aren't deceiving you. Yes, those are some wild names right there. And we're gonna blame it all on Howard Weaver with the Weaver Mobile. Folks, he won this past race here at the Big 3 Series, so he's on a roll so far. But tonight, final race of the Midnight Madness VLR Midnight Madness Series here. And we're bringing some 360 wing sprints here to you at Eldora Speedway. These guys are qualifying it up. Last couple cars here getting set before we get going. 30 laps of just pure in-your-face, fast-paced action.
Oh, it's going to be fast-paced for sure. And like you said, the last night here for the Midnight Madness and VLR, so got to have a little fun with it, don't we?
No doubt about it. All right. See who's going to, anybody going to be able to knock David off that top spot?
I don't believe so. I hear one driver on the track, but I can't find out which one it is. But I think David Gravel is more than likely going to keep that pole with a 14.251, as we've got about 10 seconds left in qualifying. And then second is going to be Dylan Sherman with a 14.344.
All right. Well, looks like David Gravel's going to put it on pole here tonight, folks. And a very, very good time out there. Let's see if we can. We're going to grid these bad boys up right fast. Was a man on pole? That's right, David Gravel. He kicked it up out there on the dirt and puts it on the top side on the pole tonight. Dylan Sharpman there in second. Old Rocky Rhodes, he's sitting in third. Donnie, started in fourth. Fifth place man, again, folks, I'm going to say Sarosi or something, starting in fifth. Blake Turd Flinger. You heard it right. And, well, hopefully he doesn't have any accidents on the track, but he's starting in sixth. Seventh place man, Kerry Madison. Eighth place, Shane Stewart. Ninth place got Mike Molnar. And 10th place man rounded out Anthony LaPresto. As we look to the rest of the field, wild names, wild drivers, wild track, and a lot of dirt track and action going to happen here tonight, Davis.
Oh, you know that's right, Joe. We got a bunch of big names in this field. Y'all have watched them week in and week out, and these drivers, they're going to put on a show for sure. But who would you pick for your favorite driver, Joe, before we get the green flag?
Well, considering some of these guys I've never heard of before, I don't know.
I was just going to go with the best name that I found, my favorite name on here.
All right, which one?
Like in you break it, you buy it.
You break it, you buy it. Yeah, that's one we're going to have to watch it right there. It is a pretty cool name right there. Well, I guess I'll go with the Turd Flinger guy, man. We'll see what he can come up with out here, and if he can actually blow the field away. How's that?
There you go, but you might want to watch out, because it's going to be right on his tail.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty bad. Oh, no, tell it's going to be a fun and exciting race here.
Yeah, good thing is this is the last race because let's say in these names it might be here. What?
Wild one out here. Here we go. Fireworks are flying. First time I ever heard that, I was like, what the world is that? Yeah, I didn't know. I was new to dirt, obviously, and never seen no dirt tracking or anything like that. And they said, that's the fireworks, Joe. And I'm like, well, I thought fireworks were supposed to go off at the end. They said, no, they go off the beginning here. So I said, wow, they already put mortar fire on the track.
Oh yeah, the first time I went there, this scared me too, but as I'm looking at the fireworks right now, I got about 18 frames per second, so I call them the frame rate killer.
You get you a new computer, man.
I know, I need to. I got a new set of pedals, but you know the story about that one. That didn't.
I know. Spend all that money on the pedals. They don't spend all the money on the an awesome set of awesome computer out there. I tell you what.
I know. I need to start me a GoFundMe or something. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, it's tax time, man. That's what I did last year. So, well, we're going green flag racing here, folks. And tonight's about the last one here at the VLR. Pace truck's heading off. It's in pit road. Green flag flies. And the man up front right there, he's going to get a good jump on the field. As we'll look at them, they're already 4 wide in the back.
And we've got one to the inside. He's going to take 3, 4, 5 other drivers out as it's right in the middle of the backstretch. And caution is going to be out, Joe.
Well, we almost saw that one kind of live as it happened back there in the back. Let's go back on the replay here. That one was a wild one. Because you're right. Saw the car, man. He went flipping off into the back. I don't know which number it was right off the top of my head, but he was up front, and he just got tangled. And luckily, Davis, though, as we're watching on the replay, nobody else got crashed out of that. They kind of ping-ponged off of him back there, but wow, that could have been disastrous. But they started that race off already like 3 and 4 wide up front.
They really did, and that was crazy. And it looked like you said, it was just a lone car incident. He just went in to 1 and 2 really low, and then it looked like he just lost control. Might have had too much fuel in it, and he got really close to that inside wall, and then it just sent him haywire.
No doubt. Well, folks, hey, appreciate everybody tuning in here. We're live here tonight, the VLR Midnight Madness series here. Final race of the season. And appreciate these guys, man, up here at the Victory Lane Racing, teamvlr.com on Facebook. Check them out. Week in and week out, they got the Big 3 series, and myself here at Online Sim Racing Network brings the coverage to you there on the Accelerated page, because the Accelerated is actually one of the title main sponsors of the Super Late Models on Tuesday nights. Definitely check them out. If you want to hear Davis talk, check him out on Monday nights. He's over on Race Spot. He's over there with the big dudes, man, hanging out. We're going back green flag racing. Second time. Here we go. Pace trucks in. They waste no time to go 3 wide up front. There's that man, old David and Donnie, up there trying to battle it out. Look at the slide job he puts with a crossover move up front.
He does, as they're still stacked up behind him, and you see second place right there. That's going to be old Donnie. He's right on his heels. And then you got third place with Rocky. He's sitting in that third place. They're right up against that wall, just getting that right rear tire right up on that cushion, trying to get as much momentum as they're in the middle of 3 and 4.
Man, and I tell you what, they're 3 wide, 4 wide, coming off the turn here in the back, about 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th spot as they're single file up in the wall. We got a cart. He's trying to make his own racing lane. We just saw that happen right there. Wow, he drove up on the wall.
He did, and this is really going to help. It's going to help that third place car, Rocky, as soon as that caution came out, he was getting in the wall, and he was going to lose about 3-4 spots, but luckily that caution came out.
It did. Yeah, that was 83, and the other one right in front of him couldn't he got going, but the 83 unfortunately didn't get going on the replay there. But both of those cars, they tried to climb the fence.
Yes, they did. Wow.
Well, now the cautions don't count here, folks. That's why you see there's 42 laps, okay? It's technically not 42 laps. These carts can't go 40 laps around this track. They'd run out of fuel. They can only go 30. So I just noticed that myself, wanted to kind of clarify to viewers out there, like, well, man, we still got, total 42. What they're doing is they're not counting the caution laps, David. So basically our running order at the end, we're going to have to figure it out here for the top 3, but they're not counting the caution laps. It's still a 30 lap race. We're 8 laps into it. So what, we got 22 laps to go. Don't look at that 42 to go, because there's no way these carts could go another 42 laps.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. And I've used my A&M education, and I've done a little bit of research here, and I found out who David Gravel is and who Donnie is. I'm going to say David Gravel is going to be Alex Bergeron, and Donnie is going to be Simmelman. Now, is it Dylan or Austin? I don't know which one, but...
All right, well, Alex Bergeron, we definitely know who that is, and if it's David Gravel, he's definitely kicking some gravel. Oh, well, we're by green flag. They went single file that time, but up front, look at that. Donnie's looking on the inside, so he's going to take it to the point, but a slide job by the 112 machine. David says not so fast. That's what we were talking about, using that slide job, getting a run on the inside and making it work there as he did the crossovers. They come out, passing the line. Lap 10 here, well, they're still going to duke it out up front.
He is, and that number 30 is going to be hot on his tail. It looks like the 112 is going to go really low. He's going to try to pull a slide job, but there's no one to pull a slide job on, and that looks like that's going to hurt him more than it's going to help him. As you see, number 30 and the number 112 is in the wall. He's going to lose 2, 3, 4 spot.
Yes, he is. Right up there, got caught up on the wall. Yellow flags out in the back. And that looks like... Go back here in the backside here and see what, we got a couple carts involved there. That's actually a few of them. Sheldon, Hudson child. I have no clue, folks, how to say that. Yeah. Anyways, a couple of them ain't getting involved back there in the back.
Yeah, they did. Very unfortunate set of circumstances, but that move at the front before that caution came out with the 112, that's a very uncharacteristic move by Alex Bergeron. Usually don't see that often, but also find out which Simmelman brother that was. It's going to be Dylan Simmelman.
Dylan,
Simmelman.
Yeah, I have a problem saying his last name. The 2 M's messed me up. Simmelman. They said something like Samuelman, but it's Simmelman. I have to say it kind of slow. If not, I'll mess it all up, but either way. Yeah, you don't see that move, man. Alex don't make those mistakes too often. He got caught up on that wall, but hey, that's what happens. These guys are flirting with the high side here so much. I mean, they're running around here, and you got to get up on that high groove. They'll try the low line every once in a while, but that high groove is the place to be, I believe, here at Eldora. We're getting set to go back green flag racing. 360 wing sprints here tonight, Eldora VLR Midnight Madness series. And I see we got some people out there in the chat from Australia. Wow. Well, I know old Brett and him and Lewis Hewitt. They're from Australia, down under. Pace trucks in. Here we go. Davis going back green flag. Single file action. Old Donnie, man, up front gets another jump on the man Rocky Road right there. Rocky says, hey, he's got, man, Dylan on the insides. He's going to try to slide around on him.
And look at Alex taking it 3 wide, going into 3 and 4, and he's going to clear both of them. He's going to put the slide job on top of him. Is he going to have enough as they're side by side going into 1 and 2?
Man, look at that. 07, though, crossover move there. Rocky, he says not so fast, but another crossover by the 112 machine there, David, again, as those two guys are just swapping back and forth here. Now it looks like they settled down. They're going single file. Like I said, up in the wall with the 07. We were talking about it, and he's around. That's going to probably bring a cross now because another cart's upside down. Looks like a mean mosquito hanging on his roof.
It did, and that was a really bad wreck and unfortunate right there. But we're just seeing it time and time again with these drivers. They're running so close to that wall that they're just hitting that wall, and it's not ending up good for them.
The tire is catching. Looks like that back rear tire is catching the wall ever so slightly.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's turning out for some great racing. I really didn't expect these drivers to be running this close to the wall, but the track's really played out nicely here so far.
Well, Justin, if these were the real names out here, I wouldn't have an issue with knowing who they are. I've called races with Alex Bergeron and Simmelman and all those guys, Howard Weaver. I am primarily an asphalt guy, I will say that. But these are not their real names out here. David Gravel, Dylan Sherman, Shane Stewart, and, Turd Flinger. If the guy is named Turd Flinger, then hey, there you go. But that's why I'm sitting there going, I don't know who is who. So I hope that helps you out there a little bit. This is Howard Weaver's creation right here.
Well, I think he's meaning like some of these drivers are actually World of Outlaws drivers, and like Donnie Schatz, he's a real driver.
Where's he
names
at?
are the names are real, like the names are real, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Some of the names are actual real. Well, okay, then again, we'll get it after we get done. Is green flags out, starting off, and up front a good battle. Just real quick there. You're right. I'm, you put me on an asphalt, and I know all the NASCAR drivers in real life. No, I don't watch World of Outlaw in real life, so I wouldn't know a lot of them. I watch Monster Jam though.
Hey, there you go, Joe. And we got another caution out too, as we're about to have a battle for the lead.
Yes, we would. I'll find where the caution is. He must have got turned around really quick. Yep, he must have got turned. That's what happens on some of these cautions. These guys might flip around, but then they get turned around real quick and they get going before we can get back to them. So fast and furious. But yeah, just to go back on the name thing there. Yeah, hey, I love calling this stuff. I know a lot of the iRacer style dirt guys, as I've gotten familiar with a lot of those. And by just calculating what we've got, we're probably going to have about a one-lap shootout. We're at lap 24. And I know it takes 3 laps if a caution comes out, it ends it. So I'm just looking at this one. There's we got 6 laps. So if a caution comes out, yeah, we're gonna have a shootout here to the end. But like I say, no, as far as the real World of Outlaw drivers, I do know one of them that's real famous. Well, Tony Stewart, he's famous, but God, what's that one guy's name? Kimmel?
Kinzer.
Kinzer, there you go. I do know him real well. I used to watch him, but other than that, that's it.
What's up, guys? Do you need help with the names?
Well, consider there's some wild ones in here. We were just talking about that, and actually a guy out there in the chat was talking about these are actually some real World of Outlaw names, and obviously I don't watch the World of Outlaws too much. Pace trucks in, we got green flag racing, and Donnie out front. He's going to get a good run over David right there. They've been duking it out all night long, and the 112 there, he got caught up on the wall earlier on. But I think by looking at our ticker up there, we're at lap 26. We're only going to have about 3 laps here left.
Yeah, we are, and there's a lot of battles out back, but that main battle we're watching is between the 112 and the number 30 machine, as they're duking it out as they're going into 3 and 4.
No doubt, they're trying, man, to do everything they possibly can, and just got an education lesson out there in the chat. Donnie Schultz is the GOAT. Well, right now, he's got it, but David Gravel, well, he's definitely not wanting that, as Dylan is scooted right by him with a slide job on the inside. David right there, he actually bumped the wall. Now they're going to go side by side and a crossover move here with a final lap.
You're going to have a caution out with Dylan Sherman. He's getting into the inside wall. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 drivers out with him. And he was running in that second place, and it just passed Alex Bergeron.
That's pretty much going to end it for us, unless they're going to let them just go again. Who'd you say that was that did the caution? Can't go back on him.
I can find him again.
Sheldon?
Thanks for that, Howard.
I'll help you guys with the names if you're wondering who they are. Donnie Schatz, though, it's no surprise if he wins this. He wins all the World of Outlaws races, too.
That's what they were just saying out there. He's the main man, and again, I've said it time and time again. I come from the asphalt side of things, NASCAR or whatnot. Learning dirt, I love it. Know a lot of the iRacing guys, obviously, Howard yourself there and Alex Bergeron, just to name a few, Lewis Hewitt, Brett, and all them. And obviously, you know, just who's who by learning those guys. But when it comes to real,
Joe,
what's that?
they're saying in the comments it actually is 50 laps.
Really? So they can go 50 laps in these actual cars?
Well, these are the 360s. They can go a little longer. They can't do 50 laps, but I guess they were banking on the cautions there.
Okay, well, folks, there you go. Drama, drama, drama. We're going to see. Basically, it's going to be a battle of who can make it, because that's an awful long time to stretch on a sprint car. Wow.
Yeah, it really is. But we've had so many cautions tonight. I really don't think it's going to play a factor. But hey, you never know with the way these things are set up. But I believe that pace car is about to drop off, and we're going green flag racing, Joe.
We are, man. And Donnie, he gets a good jump out front. Look at that, though. The 112 there. David's right there on his back tailgate's going to try to do the slide job on the inside. Can he hang on to it? He can, but that high line's going to muster back. Yellow flag's out again in the back. We got a couple cars flipping. That's Aiden Earwood back here in the back. See what happened. Oh, there's another car around 39. And Aiden nowhere to go. He just gets flipped end over end. Wow, and there goes the 39 machine. He's just like, that's Kermit. He looked like a frog.
Like, what was that game they used to play with the jumper, or got to go across the highway? Frogger, there we go.
Frogger, yeah.
I'm not sure who Kermit is. I didn't do that one.
Oh, you didn't do that one? All right.
I'll find it for you.
Well, then let me ask you this. You know, I got to ask, is there really, if there is, I'm amazed, a World of Outlaw driver called Blake Turd Flinger? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Close. That's,
yeah, okay.
Blake Durflinger.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Close.
We just had a misspelling there.
Oh, got a miss. Howard had a misspelling. He was typing really fast, folks.
Just a pure accident on that one. I didn't think he was gonna race.
Well, he's up in the third. He was one of my picks here tonight, so he's up to third. He's got a shot to pull this thing off, and like we said, hopefully he doesn't have an accident of the number 2 kind out on the track, because we'd turn this thing into a bull ring instead of a dirt ring.
Well, I'll tell you about Turd Flinger. If he's in third, that just means he hasn't got his normal weekly wreck in yet. So give him a few more laps.
Well, all right. Yeah,
he's my buddy.
Good, man. I'll tell you what, it's what it's all about, man. Having some fun. They're single filed up. Man up front, David. He's going to kick some gravel, and he does. Takes off here, green flag in the air. Donnie's right there behind him. They're going to think about taking a 2 and 3 wide back there, but here comes Blake looking on the inside. Their nose to tail up front, storming around Eldora. And I'm noticing one thing, the 112 machine there, David, he is taking that low line and letting it drift coming into the turns.
We got a big wreck in 3 and 4.
The yellow flag out in here. Big wreck in the back, huh? Oh, that's Mike Molnar. I do know that name. He was in the Big 3 this past week. Let's go back here and watch where he's at.
Mike's been having good runs lately at VLR, but the last couple nights he's his luck seemed to run out.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck right there. Looks like just no place to go, and tangled up in the back. Boom shakalaka. That's all she wrote.
I bet he's wishing he had a fake name to go under right now after that.
Absolutely. Put him up under as the ghost.
Some of these guys that don't race sprint cars, they didn't want to be known by their normal name.
That would be me. I would probably just need something like different. Because I've always said it. Look, these guys, it amazes me what they can do, even in the virtual world, and especially in the real world also doing it. I got enough trouble, man, walking straight rather than trying to drive sideways like these guys are.
Oh, yeah. It's difficult. You get used to it after a while, but running as close as they are to the wall with how slick the track is, I still can't do that very well. I win quite a bit in the other cars, but yeah, running right against the wall is really hard, and that's why you see people messing up occasionally.
Yeah, we saw you win this past week in the super late models.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Kermit, just letting you know, Kermit is Ian Blanchard. I just looked. So yeah,
Ian
he's
Blanchard,
Canadian.
Right. Canadian boy out here. Well, he's already got a wild name as it is. I did a league with a bunch of Canadians, and that was a trip too. Pace truck's in. We're about to go by green flag racing, and it is lap 41. They're going to have 9 to go. So let's see if these fuel tanks can hold off. If it goes green flag the rest of the way, it's going to be very interesting. They are nose to tail up front. The battle right now is for 4th and 5th place. That's Pittman. He's right there up in the 4th. Shane Stewart right behind him.
Look at him, and he's just going to perfect that slide job right up in front of Shane Stewart. But Shane Stewart was able to come back on that low side, and guess what, fans? We're under caution.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, and that's the 56 of Madison back there. He just looks like he just caught the curb, cushion on the inside there. It's like we saw in the last race there, Davis. You know, Tyler Ducharme making a mistake, hitting that inside lane. Something just, you know, you normally don't see from the drivers. And it upsets these carts. I call them cars, but carts, and it gets them thrown around.
Joe, I hate to say it, but Ian Matson is your buddy, Brett Wheeler.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Aussie man himself, he's going to be like, dang it, Joe, why are you showing me on the broadcast that way? And I'm going to tell you what, it's good to see him out here driving, because the boy about had a heart attack when y'all was trying to go 5 wide at Eldora. And I'm up here thinking like, holy cow, you got to be kidding me. I can't believe these dudes are actually trying to pull that off. It was just amazing race. Folks, if you missed it, go back and watch that again. It was just phenomenal racing, and it's just the kind of fun we have here, man, bringing this action to you. Enjoyed. I appreciate these guys at Team VLR and the guys over at the Accelerator for letting myself here at OSRN bring this action to you. So we're getting set to go back green flag racing here for the final race of the season here for the VLR Midnight Madness Eldora. Pace truck, lights off, is in. We're going back green flag. David, he says, waste no time. He threw some rocks in the face of Donnie, and he is long gone up there, but the battle is for actually 3rd spot right now.
Yes, it is, as we've got Blake and Darren fighting it side by side. You see Darren using that low side. It's not going to be able to pull it off, as Blake is going to be able to use that top side and gain all the momentum. Then we're going to go back to the front here with the number 112 and the 30 machine, as they're right nose to tail in front of each other as they're coming into 3 and 4. And once they pass that checkered flag, or I'm sorry, start finish line, they're going to have 2 laps to go.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. Can the 30 machine there, Donnie, move in on the 112 up front? We seen him make a mistake earlier. There he goes. He drove it in there, puts a slide job, slid it all the way to the wall.
He did. He slammed it right into the next city, and I believe that's going to give that 112 machine the victory, but we still got some battles out back in the back for 2nd place.
Yeah, it is. That's a turd flinger, man, and he's flung it right in there and took that spot away. 2nd spot. He's going to come up here tonight. Wow, what a battle for the 2nd spot there. Your top 3 guys, David Gravel, turd flinger, in 2nd, and Donnie Schultz, man, is going to end up in 3rd. And what a race.
What a race. We've seen an awesome finish right there. Yeah, we had a few cautions that these boys should put on a show, and David, and they're all just slamming into each other now, but that 112, that's going to be Alex Bergeron winning the victory here tonight in the VLR Midnight Madness Series.
Oh, man, let's see who we got up here in the booth that we might could get a talk with. I don't really see anybody in here
let's get Donnie Schatz, who slung it in there for the lead, and pull it off.
Where's he at?
I'll drag him down here.
All right, yeah, drag him on down here. We'll get to talk in with him.
There he is.
All right, Donnie's still waiting in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah,
well, obviously, Donnie is not your real name, but Howard thought it was funny to put some awesome names out there to throw us off a little bit, and it was some just good fun. But I'm gonna tell you what, take us back to the last lap there, man. Did you get a little dirty, because there's a guy out there by the name of Blake Turdflinger who just flung right by you to take that 2nd spot away from you?
Well, I tried to send out Alex, nothing go well, and I ended up sliding so long. I had really bad damage, so whatever else we did.
Hey, well, good run for you there, though. Oh, you gotta sound a little more optimistic than that, man. How was the track and how was your car?
It was pretty perfect up to the wall. I think I was a little bit faster than Alex, but every time I'd catch him, caution would come out, so it was unfortunate, but Okay, one more run.
Hey, no doubt about it. Well, definitely, man. You got a good card out there, man. You look good on the track. Got anybody out there you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, VLR, Dirt Racing and Dirt Collective for the sponsor and Homestead.
All right, well, folks, there you go. Man himself, Johnny Schultz. Well, not really, but Dylan Sintelman. And I hope I said it close to right this time. But look good out there.
Yeah, the Donnie Schultz was easier to pronounce.
Yeah, Donnie Schultz was. Well, we do see Alex Bergeron down here and Brett Wheeler, man. So we'll bring them up, talk to them.
Here's David Gravel and also Ian Matson in the same room.
All right, good deal. Well, I'm gonna say Alex Bergeron. We definitely know who your name is a lot, but tonight you were considered David Gravel, and you were throwing a lot of gravel out there along with dirt to pull it off here tonight at Eldora for the final race here, the VLR Midnight Madness. Take us back to that race. You caught that wall earlier on. Did you think your race was over with then?
I didn't know, but you know, we may contact me and my teammate Dylan Tillman. So you know, it was just a racing incident there, and you know, we're able to get back on track. Went in 4th place, and then made our way back to 2nd place, and then chased down Dylan. So I'm good second to him, and yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You definitely was able to. You know, he put a slide job on you, and then he slid it right up into the wall there, and you was able to do the crossover back to him. Take back the lead, take the victory here tonight at Eldora. I mean, a good race out there through and through. I did not think these cars could make it 50 laps. That's just phenomenal to be able to do that, which I guess with the caution laps, they were able to do it. Got anybody out there you want to thank, though?
Oh yeah, a lot of people think, but first, you know, I'm sorry I said second, but I think he finished 3rd, so a good 3rd place. But you know, all the guys back at the shop, Team VLR, the Drill Spill, their car racing, Mar Inc., and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys were broadcasting as well, so thank you guys.
Hey, not a problem, man. Fun as always to sit up here and call these awesome races. Again, congratulations on pulling off the victory tonight. Folks, that's Alex Bergeron, and definitely you can see him many a times on iRacing as a Pro Series and Off-Pro Series, and the man's just the man. That's all you gotta say. So there you go, Alex Bergeron. Well, Davis, I'll tell you what, got another guy here who he probably could catch his breath out there, but he was going by the name of Ian Madison, and we know him as the man from down under, Brett Wheeler. Brett, how you doing?
Yeah, it would be better if I finished a little bit higher up, but it is what it is, you know. It's racing.
Well, man, I tell you, at least they didn't try to take it 5 wide.
Oh, there was a couple of times there where we were 3 wide, and yeah, that was always fun. But you know, look, that 5 wide deal, yeah, that's an unforgettable moment.
Absolutely, that was awesome, man. Sitting up here calling it. It was a good, exciting race back there. Not the night you probably wanted. You ended up coming in 10th place here, though. I mean, take us back to what was going on back there in the back.
Oh yeah, I started qualifying. I was ready to come out of the toilet. I was that bad, but you know, I got through the field and got up to I think about 6th or 7th there, and I was actually behind Dylan. He was come through the field along with Lewis as well, and then Lewis he kind of blew it, and yeah, in the end I think we had contact with another car. And I got sent to the back. I think it was like 19th or 20th. Got back up to the top 10, and I think with about 8 to go, I was the one that caused that last caution. I actually hit the inside wall. I actually lost all kind of talent, and yeah, I hit the inside wall, turned around, but managed to get 10th. So I mean, considering what I'd done throughout the night, I'll take 10th.
Hey, absolutely, definitely. I mean, you know, to bounce back, to come back, and have the 10th place like you did. Was a good finish on your end. Hey, got anybody out there you want to thank, though?
Yeah, look, first of all, I won't forget this guy because he does a lot for me, Howard Weaver. You know, I'll always thank him in a shout out whenever I can. So thanks to yourself and Davis for the broadcast. Thanks for Tommy for doing everything for the Midnight Madness. I was able to pick up a win in the Legend cars about a month ago, so happy with that. But yeah, thanks to all the viewers for watching as well. And BK Designs as well. Awesome,
good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, man, congratulations out there, Brett. Look good tonight, and We'll just call you Brett Madison. How's that? So look good out there. We had a couple other guys up here with us, and I actually got our second place man up here. Guy, I said, well, me and Davis were saying who was going to root for, and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with the turd flinger guy out here, and hopefully he doesn't have too many accidents on the track. But boy, he definitely flung that thing in there to take second spot. How was the run out there, Blake?
I was just trying to stay off the wall. It was definitely an adventure. Sticking with Dylan, I got caught up in the one incident with Charmin, and when Rocky put it in the wall, I 7th and worked my way back up.
Now, you just said Charmin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Turd flinger, Charmin. Yeah, where I'm going with that, y'all got together. Awesome. Anyways, folks, I'm going to tell you what. So, they wiped the track clean. But either way, it was just wild to watch you guys. I know, we were having a field day up here, too, with that stuff. It was fun, man, to watch you guys run here at Eldora season finale here for the VLR Midnight Madness. And it's always good, man, the names and stuff. But, Blake, I mean, take us back. I mean, you did a fantastic slide job move there. Did you think that cart was going to hold? Because the 80 earlier on, Donnie out there tried it with David up front. He couldn't get it to hold and went right up into the wall. I don't know if you saw that earlier on, but when you tried it, was you sure that cart was going to hold?
Oh, absolutely. I had no doubt in my mind. He just sent a little too hard into the corner. Hopefully he didn't catch too many turds on the way by.
Flying them out there, what I tell you what. So, hey, either way, you came up here in second tonight. Good finish for you, good run. Game out there you want to thank?
Thank my team, True Speed, and you guys for putting it on. Broadcast booth, you guys do an excellent job. Definitely a fun race. Wish we would have had more green flag laps.
Yeah, it was just kind of odd. I thought we were just not counting the caution flags there for a while. They said, well, actually, we're going to do 50 laps. And for sprint cars, that's an awful, awful long time. Wing sprints, let me say it right. I got yelled at one time from some dirt guys. They're not sprint cars. Well, they look like sprint cars. But anyways, that was an awesome run. You came in second. So, again, congratulations on pulling it off here tonight at Eldora. All right, well, we got another guy here, and yeah, Dylan, I'm gonna say, is it Charmin?
That would be correct, yes.
All right, good. Well, you know, we were just kidding there a minute ago because obviously Blake was going off the turd flinger, and he said, I got into Charmin, and then that just triggered me to go, Charmin, turd flinger. Well, okay, that's awesome. Well, you came up here, you finished it out in 5th. I mean, how was your cart there all night long?
Yeah, I literally had just finished a 305 race, and old mate Lewis Blewett was like, quickly get in here. So I jumped in, and somehow, you know, I was pretty happy to put it second, that's for sure, with the quality of drivers that were in here. Was running okay. You know, I didn't have the speed of Dylan and Alex there. I was, you know, hoping to get around that third and try and match them if I could. But yeah, just got caught up a couple of times with a few guys in the wall, and then lo and behold, I put myself in the wall just touched the right rear in the wall, and that's it, enough to sort of send me around. So it was very tight line, and you know, when you see Dylan and Alex put it in the wall, you know it's a pretty tight line considering they're the best guys going around. But otherwise, no fight back to fifth was good. Happy with that. So yeah, can't complain too much.
Well, I tell you what, man, a good run tonight, and it was just awesome, man, to see you guys out there just having fun. And those the 360 sprints, and man, you got anybody out there you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the guys at TTO Esports, especially Lewis for the help he's done with me this season so far, and Ash Media and Zen Under Graphics. Good
deal. I'll tell you what, Dylan, man, good run out there. Congratulations on bringing home here tonight, man, in 5th place.
No worries, thank you, and cheers for the broadcast as well, guys. You do a fantastic job.
I appreciate it as always. I'll tell you what, Davis, wow, right there, you know, mouthful of awesome drivers out here. As I run through this finishing order here, I'm going to just let the folks out there look at the names and go from there. A lot of the guys out here, it was just fun to bring out here at the end, the final race here of the season for the VLR Midnight Madness here at Eldora. Hey, got any final thoughts on this one, Davis?
Man, just nowhere else can you go but OSRN and Team VLR to see a crazy broadcast like this with this many crazy names. I mean, we sure do have some fun, and it really helps that these guys sure know how to put on the show too. But I appreciate you for letting me up here, and Team VLR for letting me up here as well. It's always fun. Hope to be able to do a few more races with you in the future with that Team VLR, because man, like I said, where else can you go to get to have fun like this?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Our sentiments there, exactly. It's awesome, man, running. Well, like I say, tomorrow night we're off here at OSRN, but check us out Saturday night. We got some Go Fast racing. We're going from dirt tracks to the asphalt side of things. You can check us out there on YouTube and OSR Network, Twitch, and on iRacing Live. It's coming this Saturday. So till then, folks, appreciate everybody coming out. Everyone have a good night.